after the Penn State and Michigan match, I was a little bit ticked off and a little bit annoyed. A little bit upset even at some of the comments that I was seeing. Josiah, you're an idiot. Josiah, your predictions are wrong. Josiah, you have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. Typically, I am very level-headed and don't get this upset. But there were just a couple comments that, yes, did set me off a little bit. Because Fanco Wrestling is this positive community that is all about promoting wrestling in a positive light. And so when I start getting name called and called out wrong for my predictions, yeah, I get a little bit annoyed by it, especially because my predictions weren't all that far off. I'm going to get into those, but the first thing I have to say is if you're here for me to predict the future and be a psychic in my predictions, I don't even know what to say, right? I mean, if I could do that and I could gamble on these matches about what exactly was going to happen, I'd be a millionaire. But that's not the case. So these were my predictions for the dual meet. I predicted Soriano with a decision. I predicted Stefan Micic was actually going to wrestle in this duel. And the one big one, yeah, I expected to get some flack for Aaron Brooks and Miles Amin. I knew that was going to happen. I know we have a big community of Penn State supporters, and they were going to say, there's no way. And I understand that, but there is a way, right? Miles Amin is a 4-time national place winner, an Olympic bronze medalist, has been around the block a few times in college wrestling, and Aaron Brooks is a young guy. I'm not saying anything about Aaron Brooks' skills. I think he's an amazing wrestler, and I think he proved that on Friday night when he did beat Miles Amin. But the score is close, was it not? Did it not come down to the last 30 seconds? So what actually happened, and why wasn't I actually that far off? Okay, let's go down the lineup. 125, Nick Soriano. I said Hildebrandt was going to hold Soriano to a decision because Soriano had trained in the Penn State room before, and that's what happened. At 33, Rome Bravion. I predicted a major decision over Ragusin. I was off by literally a point. The last 30 seconds of that match, Ragusin earned an escape. It was 8-1, so a point off from that. Nick Lee and Stefan Micic. I predicted a decision there. Well, Micic didn't come out, and so Nick Lee wrestled the backup there and earned a tech fall. So that was huge, and I mean, if I knew the backup was coming out, I probably would have predicted a bonus point victory. At 149 was actually Storr. I was thinking he was going to come out and maybe beat Bo Bartlett. That's what I said, but Matten ended up coming out and ended up injury defaulting out. I don't know if you want me to predict an injury default, but that's what happened, and it was super unfortunate that that did happen, but it turned the tides. Literally then I said, this duel's over. There's no way Michigan is coming back from this, and they didn't. At 157, though, they did earn their next other win of the night, Will Lewan over Bearclaw. So, and I did predict that. 65, Berge called that over Amin, called that upset. 174, Srirachi over Massa, called that was going to happen by decision. Aaron Brooks and Miles Amin. Like I said, I called Amin beating Brooks. It's okay for Brooks to be challenged, especially by an Olympian and multiple-time All-American. The score was literally 1-1 going into the third period, and within the last 30 seconds, Brooks was able to get the takedown on Amin's shot. So was I that far off by calling that? Come on now. Come on. At 197, Max Dean and Pat Brucky. Dean won that, but it was sudden victory against Brucky. And at 285, yeah, I said that Paris was going to win, and I had an inkling that Kirkfleet could beat Paris later on in the season after he'd wrestled him a couple more times. Last time they wrestled was a major decision. Yeah, I know there was some freestyle stuff, but yes, I actually did think that he could compete against Paris. Well, he came to compete a lot earlier than I thought with the win over Paris, getting 3 takedowns on him. That was awesome. I loved watching it. You know, I'm a Penn State fan. I'm a wrestling fan in general, and I love watching great wrestling. I love seeing upsets and things that happen like that, just watching great wrestling. But come on, I'm a Penn State fan, and I love supporting this team. I'm never rooting against Aaron Brooks, and these were my predictions, and it's okay that I was wrong about them. It's okay that they were different than your predictions. And it's okay that other predictions in the comments are different than another person's, another wrestling fan's. Because guess what? It's a prediction.